How many times have you asked yourself, do I want to go to the gym after work? Or should I make dinner or just pick something up on the way home? Or even, should I go out with the gang or go home and get a full 8 hours of sleep? Let me preface by saying that I am not here to judge your answers. We are all guilty of choosing the less than ideal path on occasion. But let me ask you this. When deciding on which path to take, how many times has your weight or looks been a driver in your choice? What about your overall health? Or perhaps a specific health concern such as heart health or blood sugar levels? My assumption is that for most of you, these are common considerations in your decision making. But now I want you to think again, how many times has your gut health been a factor in deciding your path? Now, my assumption is that for most of you, this is not very common at all, and my purpose today is to try and change that. Next time you are faced with a decision like, will I make dinner? I want your gut health to be a strong consideration when deciding your path. So first, let's take a look inside ourselves. Inside the human gastrointestinal tract lives a complex community of microorganisms that includes bacteria, fungi, archaea, viruses, and protists. Until recently, it was believed that this community began forming during birth, when an infant is exposed to microorganisms from the mother and the environment. Although this exposure remains important for the development of the gut microbiome, recent evidence has pointed toward earlier beginnings, with microbiome influences starting before birth while in utero. Throughout life, the gut microbiome continues to form and change, and it is influenced by several factors such as diet, environment, lifestyle, age, and genetics. Since there is high variability in microbiome composition among individuals, a singular ideal gut microbiome cannot be determined. However, higher diversity is seen among healthy individuals. When the microbiome is in a healthy balance, it performs processes that are essential for human health and survival, such as food digestion and vitamin production, nutrient and drug metabolism, and immune system development, modulation, and protection from pathogen colonization. Diets high in dietary fiber and active lifestyles with low stress are associated with maintaining a healthy microbiome. However, the microbiome is malleable, and several diet and lifestyle components have also been associated with negative effects on the microbiome. These include diets that are high in fat, sugar, and animal proteins, artificial sweeteners and food additives that are used in widely consumed ultra-processed packaged foods, antibiotic use, alcohol consumption, and high stress and inadequate sleep. These elements, especially when they are chronic or compounding, can cause the microbial community and its metabolites to be out of balance, a state known as dysbiosis. During dysbiosis, this loss of equilibrium causes a cascade of events that can have detrimental effects on the body. If not remedied, prolonged dysbiosis can cause damage to the cells that line the GI tract, allowing the escape of microorganisms and their byproducts into the surrounding tissues and bloodstream. In response to this dangerous leakage, the body activates an inflammatory response, recruiting immune cells to the area in efforts to prevent even more damage. Unfortunately, when this dysbiosis and leakage continues, a chronic inflammatory response can contribute to further damage, progressive symptoms, and other downstream conditions both within and outside of the gastrointestinal tract. Dysbiosis has been associated with a broad range of conditions, such as inflammatory bowel diseases, diabetes, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and atherosclerosis. Even neurological conditions such as Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, depression, and anxiety have been associated with dysbiosis. The effects of poor gut health reach beyond the gastrointestinal system and contribute to several non-communicable diseases that have become the leading cause of death worldwide. So now we have seen that a healthy gut microbiome is essential for overall health, and when unbalanced, how it can contribute to a considerable number of downstream conditions. So now let me ask you, next time you are faced with a decision like, will I make dinner tonight? Are you going to consider your gut health when deciding? I hope the answer from all of you is yes. But for those of you who are still skeptical, I will leave you with this personal anecdote. Almost 10 years ago, I took a prescribed course of antibiotics for a sinus infection. At the time, I did not understand the importance of the gut microbiome or the detrimental effects that antibiotics could induce. So when I was faced with the choice to take antibiotics, I did not consider my gut health in my decision. I wish I did. While I have mostly recovered today, I went through years of pain, discomfort, and depression, all due to this one event. And to this day, I'm still battling some of the lingering side effects from not considering the gut.